Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's just two movies.
Oh my God! It's another episode of It's too low energy.
I don't like it.
No, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm very tired. It's been a very long week. It's another
It
episode.
must be very hard to fucking golf all day.
It is. It can be labor intensive.
Especially when you're hitting out the fucking sand trap.
Yeah. Didn't hit a sand trap once.
Don't lie.
Because I think there's only like one sand trap on the course we played.
You should actually start in a sand trap.
That'd be fucking awesome. So, welcome back. This is another episode of It's Just Two Movies. My name's Daniel King. With me in the studio today,
Will Bowen.
Will Bowen, back in the house.
Back in the house, round 3, baby.
Back in the hizzy. Please remember to adjust your sets at the second half of the show.
Definitely. Turn those volumes down.
We're going to be coming in hot. We're going to be coming in hot to trot. So, Willie, it's been a while since we've had you on. What you been up?
A while.
What you been up to, brother? It's been a while.
Not a whole lot. Just living the dream, I guess, as they say. It's been a while. Not too much.
Just working, not discovering any other dead bodies?
Running. Not any new ones. No, I don't think so.
No, just the same old one?
You walk up to somebody, they look dead, but, they're just junkies. Pass out on the ground.
Just taking a nap?
Yeah, just taking a
little too much of that hay-ron?
Endless slumber.
Yeah, so we're back. If this is your first episode, which it's
probably not, because
every episode's somebody's first episode.
I hope so. I hope you got that kind of audience.
What we do is we watch a good movie and then a bad movie. It's two movies. We drink while we're doing it.
Or if you're Bird, we watch two bad movies because Bird fucking hated this movie.
Bird was not Bird was not a big fan of this one. So what? This was your pick. We flip flop them every time we have a guest
we love
on.
Flip flopping.
And what'd you go with?
This time I chose Malignant.
Ooh, very nice.
Very nice.
For those of you that are
nice.
uninitiated, we don't normally do newer movies on the podcast, but this is actually a 2021 release. It's a horror thriller, hour 51-minute runtime.
I think it's about 7 more genres than that, by the way.
I'm with you. I kind of have my own thoughts on that. This came out September 10th of this year, 2021, directed by James Wan.
Wan.
What?
James Wan.
It's Wan.
That's racist.
Well, that's also his name, is James Wan.
No, it's Wan.
It's Wan.
Google it.
Story by James Wan, Ingrid Bisu, and Akala Cooper. Had a budget of $40 million. What was the box office there?
For domestic, it's going to be about 13.2. And then international, 18.8.
Ooh,
so not amazing, but it's also
lost
COVID.
A lot of money. Yeah, right. It's also,
but it did go straight to streaming, so I don't know what that has to do with anything.
It's whatever deal HBO's got with whatever production companies. This stars Annabelle Wallis, Ingrid Bisu, Maddie Hassan, George Young, Jake Abel, Nicole Brianna White, and Patricia Velasquez.
I know none of those people.
Just to name some of the top billed. I didn't know anybody in this either.
It's everybody looked familiar.
I thought Ingrid Bisu looked really familiar.
I felt like everybody looked familiar. And then I was like, I actually don't know what any of these people were from.
I tell you, like, one of my favorite roles in this, honest to God, was probably...
Detective Cop?
Well, Ingrid Bisu is actually James Wan's girlfriend.
Wan?
It's not Wan. His name's not James Wan. If you're not familiar with the work of James Wan, he's done a bunch of shit. Let's see here.
He's done. Has he done Marvel stuff?
I don't think so. He's James Wan is best known for
absolutely
The Conjuring,
not.
The Conjuring, Insidious, Saw, Aquaman. He's done all the Conjuring movies. Annabelle. Fast and the Furious 7.
That's what's weird is because it's like
La Llorona.
He did all this horror stuff and then Aquaman. Throw that in there.
Yeah, Lights Out, The Crooked Man. I actually kind of enjoyed The Crooked Man. Spiral. So yeah, he's horror.
Spiral, is that the new Saw?
Horror is kind of his thing, but the last thing I believe he did was Fast 7.
Wasn't Spiral like last year?
Oh yeah, I mean, it probably was
Earlier
Spiral
this
at
year?
this point. Did you watch Spiral?
I have not.
That's all right. It seemed like a weird choice.
Is that Chris Rock?
It seemed like a
Saw,
weird.
right?
It seemed like I haven't seen Chris Rock in a film in a long time, like in
Has been a long
in the
time.
flesh.
Yeah.
And it's a really weird movie for
Only
him
in
to
New
come
Dreams,
back
not
to.
in Flesh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It's got a 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb, 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, 51% on Metacritic. What would you think about this?
I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I think as far as most reviewers go that I've seen, people were taking it way too seriously.
Same. I thought
like,
this was...
it wasn't... It was campy, but it wasn't
I thought it was deliberately campy.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't like those, really bad on purpose campy movies.
Yeah.
It was right in the pocket, right in the middle.
Yeah.
And knew what it was, and it was good. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah, I thought so too. It really reminded me of anything that's like real early 90s when they were just like, you know what? Fucking go for it.
You want to know what it reminded me of?
What did it remind you of?
It reminded me of The Dark Half by Stephen King. Because it's the exact remake of that movie.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen The Dark Half.
Go check it out. To God. Or at least just even watch a trailer for that movie.
The Dark Half is on a list that I have of possible bad movies to watch.
Just watch the trailer and you're like, oh yeah, that's the exact same movie.
That's
kind of why it got a little bit of a knock for me, because I didn't realize it halfway through. I'm like, oh shit, I think I've seen this before, or like know this premise. And I've seen that movie like once forever ago. And I was like,
That's
oh yeah,
crazy.
Of course Stephen King did it. He does everything.
Stephen King does this thing where you can buy the rights to any of his short stories for $1 and make a movie off of them.
And then he makes millions off that movie?
No, he doesn't make shit. You bought the rights for $1. He doesn't get any residual. He just will sell you the rights to make
how many stories does that man have?
Oh my god! Right? Why wouldn't you sell them for $1?
Why not? If they haven't already been made into a movie,
like if he makes $150 off a short story he wrote in the '80s, who cares? Because they remade it, and he's a multi-millionaire. So
is he fringing on billionaire yet? Maybe not that much.
Man, probably.
It can't be. We should probably.
He's a scary looking guy. Stephen King.
He looks anorexic in the face, but not like the rest of his body. Yeah.
We see pictures of him in college. He's a little chunkier, like his pictures from when he was in college, like when he started actually selling books. He's not even that skinny,
but his face looks like
the movie
bony.
Thinner.
Yeah.
There's a reference for a really old Stephen King movie called Thinner. It's a made-for-TV movie, and it's
all about painting.
It's not great, but it's not bad.
Getting rid of your paint.
And paint thinner. Just taking it.
Just taking it right off the wall. Speaking of Malignant, back to it.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it, and what's the overall synopsis of the movie?
So if you're asking me what Malignant is about, I would say Malignant is about a troubled, seemingly mentally unstable woman who is having premonitions of murders. Okay. And it's affecting her personal relationships. It's affecting like people she knows directly are being murdered. That kind of shit. So it's like, is she a suspect? Is she
from the
ill?
Surface?
Is it actually her?
Yeah,
like,
from
what's
surface,
going
I'd
on?
say overall like mystery, right? You don't really know. It's is she seeing it in the future, or is it coming to premonitions, whatever.
Yeah, and like I've often been quoted saying on this show, I'm sure, make the fucking weird thing that you want to make. You know what I mean? Like if you're into making a weird fucking thing, and I think that's what James Wan got to do, is somebody's like, yeah, whatever, man, just it's fine. You did The Conjuring. You got 3 movies out of The Conjuring. Right. Those all made money.
Have you watched
You made all these other ones.
Conjuring?
You made La Llorona. All these movies that you made money. You want to make this weird fucking thing? Yeah, here's $40 million. Just make the fucking movie.
That's a big budget.
He made a weird ass fucking movie, and it works for me, man. Like
it works for me too. It was up my alley.
I love it.
There's definitely things I would change, but
there's a couple of plot holes and a couple of contrivances, but it's fun.
It is fun.
This is a fun movie. Like I would put this on par with like how I feel if I'm like, do I want to watch Die Hard or Malignant? Another thing I really liked about this, I like the look of it. Like every set looks like a set. Every set looks like a movie set. None of it doesn't look like a movie set.
Yeah, you don't get
I like it. Like I think it's deliberate that they kind of leaned into that shit because they're like, spoiler, the monster at the end, it's a this. So it doesn't matter if it's a little campy. So lean into it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like make the sets a little more cookie cutter. Yeah, they definitely
straddled the line of trying to be campy or not. And then so when they would lean into it, you're like, this is actually kind of funny in a campy way. But then they backed off. It's like, this is just a good horror movie or mystery or whatever you want to call it.
So full spoilers, if you haven't seen Malignant, we're about to spoil the shit out of it. It's on HBO.
All about the spoils.
It's on HBO right now.
Haters gonna hate.
Full spoilers. She had a removed conjoined twin that was growing out of the back of her skull. And they removed it and kind of like pushed its brain inside her brain and stapled her up. And she's got like an evil brain monster that busts out of her head and murders people, but he's like a backwards man. So that's the full spoiler as to what's going on.
Movie, yeah, that's right there.
That's a fun thing. Like let's have some fun with that. You know what I mean? It's not terrifying. It's not scary as shit. But it is kind of a blast to do. And now that I watched this for the second time in preparation for this, there's some really interesting, like, interwoven character parallels. Like the husband, after she gets in an argument with her husband, he like pushes her up against a wall, fucking
slams her head in the back of the wall.
Slams her head in the back of the wall.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's apologizing after the fact, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't control myself sometimes, and that wasn't me, and that's not me." That's the same thing
We've all
she
been
does,
there, right?
Because she's doing it. She's the one that's doing it. It's her physical body is the one doing damage and harm to all these people. But she's like, it's not me. I can't help it.
Speaking of that scene,
it's someone else.
That was a little bit of goof there. When her blood was all over the wall and she fell, slid down the wall. And then once later when she got back up, the blood was gone.
There's no blood on the wall. Yeah, I did notice that.
I noticed that.
Yeah. There is, now that I watched this twice, there are certain parts do give an extra layer of creepiness, though. Like the bit when the husband goes downstairs and he's like, "Hey, Rebecca,"
or whatever, on the couch or whatever.
Yeah, whatever her name is, and she's sitting on the couch.
Emily, I believe.
Yeah, sure, Emily. So she's sitting on the couch, and he's like, "Hey, babe, is that you?" And she's sitting on the couch watching the TV, and the TV is just static.
Yeah.
But after it's a backwards brain monster,
he's staring at her.
He's just sitting there staring at her, and that's creepy as fuck.
Going back through and looking at it.
Oh yeah, but there's a weird part of me that wishes that the cops, the two main cops in the movie were like Mulder and Scully investigating because it is possibly paranormal or whatever. Which
the guy cop did get on that level eventually, especially after chasing that chase scene.
It seems to me like they're just leaning into everything. That they're like, let's lean into that.
Just
lean into
throw
that.
it at the wall and see what sticks, baby.
Yeah, you might as well just got fucking Mulder and Scully, David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson.
He's too busy having fucking tons of sex.
He probably is. I don't know. He's probably like an old guy now, though,
no, he's
right?
a sex addict.
Well, I mean,
you can be old and sex addict, Danny. Goddamn, they got blue pills, orange pills.
I heard that he was a sex addict like 13 years ago. Like, think he's probably recovered now, or is he still just boning nonstop? You can't. There's no coming back from that.
Once you're in.
Oh God, the house is like filthy as fuck. Like maybe a little Windex, the house that they live in.
It was like they never said they were like remodeling this place, but it looked like a shithole.
It did look like a shithole. By the way,
it was like 100 years old at least.
Oh,
definitely got that Stephen King vibe. Northeast fucking shithole house.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This episode of Just Two Movies is brought to you by Windex. By the way.
The blue shit you can pay $5 for, or
vinegar and water.
Use anything else.
You can literally spit on it.
Or you can spit.
Right. Enter code 2movies at windex.com/IJ2M. Don't though. So what do you got there? I noticed you've got 3 things written on your notepad there. What do you?
I've already used most of them, so don't fucking give that away. But anyway, the funnest of facts that I found that actually kind of blew me away.
Okay.
Was that we didn't say this already, but spoiler alert, the guy's name that's in the back of her head, his name is Gabriel.
Okay.
Because he's a different person. He's the twin.
Okay.
He, whenever he takes over her body and, he's running backwards and fucking crawling all over the walls
that's
and
creepy
jumping.
as shit.
That's actually not CGI. That's a real, not the wall shit. Sorry.
Somebody's doing all that backwards shit?
The running stuff. Yeah. And the backwards shit.
Is it her?
No, it's actually a
Stunt
Ukrainian actress, Marina Mazepa, a contortionist and dancer.
Is creepy as fuck.
It is very creepy.
Congratulations, because when she's like sprinting down the hallway backwards, and I was like, ugh,
and then crawling on the ground and
gross.
shit. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Ugh.
And I totally thought it was CGI, which I guess
I also 100% thought it was CGI. That's bizarre that's a real actress.
I couldn't tell it wasn't CGI, so I mean, sometimes CGI looks like shit.
I just assumed. Yeah, I just assumed. I was like, surely they CGI'd that. It looks great.
The face and all that. I mean, that was a mask or CGI or whatever. Ugh. I would assume. But
I like the brain face, like the look of the brain face. It's
when they opened up the back.
Yeah, the back awesome. the back of the head, and there's just like
it was
little
alien vibes, but it was pretty cool.
It's got teeth and shit. They would never do that. If you were cutting a tumor off of somebody, you would have pulled those teeth.
Or just would have been fully extracted, or I mean, so we're talking reality.
Another thing that I really like about this is the Gabriel, the brain monster that comes out of the back of her skull. I like the way that they make it so, because he's a brain monster, he can manipulate like airwaves to make
electronics.
He can make his voice come through like electronics and speakers and AM, FM radios. Because if he could just talk, somebody would be like, he doesn't have an esophagus. That's bullshit.
Right.
Which would be me. That's what I would do. I'd be like, there's no way he's got an esophagus, so he can't force wind to come through his throat. But they gave him this weird, like, sci-fi, like, oh, I don't know, he can control whatever. Right. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I mean, that was good. That they thought of something, they didn't explain it, which doesn't matter because it's paranormal or whatever.
Sci-fi, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Say less, you know what I mean?
Right. Leave it to the wonder.
Oh, I thought you were going to say leave it to the Wan. The James Wan.
Leave it to the man, the Wan. Man, the Wan.
His name's not James Wan. Since this is a brand new movie, I want to spoil some things that I really liked about it, but I don't want to spoil every beat of the story.
Spoil it all.
No, I'm not going to.
Spoil me.
So there's a bit where Gabriel, the brain monster, it's kidnapped a lady, and it's keeping her up in the attic of the girl's house.
Right. Yeah, that was cool that they didn't give any of that. You're like, what the fuck who is that?
Oh my god.
Like, you didn't know anything about that.
What'd you think about the weapon that was just like the knife shaved down from the fucking trophy? I was like, how fucking like 1992 is that shit?
Yeah.
Like that is the most The Crow thing I've seen in a movie in forever. I hate
this bitch. I'm stealing her trophy. Gonna be my kill weapon.
Dude, the way he like throws it like a fucking day and sticks in the shit, it has a look and a feel to it that's
the whole
like
movie has a great look, yes.
It's kinda cheesy. But at the same time, it's like, really great.
It's almost all of any action, not even like the great fight scenes or whatever, but all of it just looks kind of kung fu.
Yeah.
Like even just like him throwing the dagger or whatever. It just has a quick kung fu. Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of fun, but how much would it be? How much would it suck to be strung up in an attic at a 40-degree angle?
Fucking toes go numb, I guess.
I guess it's about 320 degrees % of a pain in the ass, I bet. That's a little math joke for you. Thank you very much. I love the shot when her head's bleeding and she's like getting laundry out of the dryer or whatever. And then it's a pan from inside the laundry machine.
Yeah.
The inside the dryer or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
The laundry machine.
The laundry machine.
Talking about Alicia for a second.
It's been a really long... It's been a really long week. So that like the camera's inside of the dryer, she's getting clothes out of it, and then it pans the camera comes all the way out of the dryer and continues filming.
Yeah,
I thought it was a great shot. I don't know how
There's plenty of great shots. I like the.
I don't know how they do that shit, but I'm like, ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think one of my favorites was when they had like the house that the lady was in turned into like a dollhouse from like a sky view.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just kind of going about the rooms while she was doing different shit throughout the place. There's a lot of great shots.
As I was getting ready to say, I was like, there's really great effects in this and really great shots. Like when she...
That's James Wan for you.
When she, that's James Wan. I tell you what, if you've ever known James Wan, you've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 Wans. So there's a bit where, well, this happens several times through the movie, but the girl, Emily or Beth or whatever the fuck her name is, she's Emily Beth. Thank you.
No, it turns into something else.
Gabriel.
No.
Gabriel's
her real name,
bitch.
her birth name, because you didn't know she was adopted. Heyo.
Heyo, didn't know she was adopted because she got a creepy brain monster.
And that's who's in the fucking attic. In the attic the whole time's a birth mother.
There is a bit where you finally see, like, before they cut Gabriel off of her, like, removed the cancer or whatever, where you actually see him and he's got, like, little claw arms and he's like...
It's fucking pretty sweet.
Yeah, he looks fucking rad, man. I was like, I'm into that. That's cool. Just covered in KY jelly, a creepy little hand puppet.
I'm into that. Danny fucking goes into a closet for 45 seconds.
Could not stop masturbating while that scene was on. But so there's several bits where she's frozen in space where she's at, but she sees what Gabriel sees. And she sees him.
Do you see what Gabriel sees?
That song from Gremlins.
I'm stuck in a fucking prison.
That's not how...
That's not the nursery kids song?
No, I'm stuck in a fucking prison? Yeah. No, those aren't the words.
With Gabriel?
So there's a bit where she's seeing what she sees, but where she's at, she's frozen in time and like the room melts.
Yeah, that
room melting effect.
That CGI is ballin'.
You have seen this done in a movie 30 fucking times. The walls melting around them or whatever. It's the best it's ever looked.
It really is.
Hands down.
Especially the last, not last scene, but the last twist scene when it all falls down.
Oh, yeah.
That might be the best.
Yeah, and she's like, you're in my house
ever
now,
had.
bitch. We'll get there. But,
oh, we're there.
Right.
I've been there.
The fucking cop lady, all right, so the cop lady, the whole time you were watching this, the lady cop,
she's actually pretty funny.
Wanda Sykes.
Yes.
Because I was. The entire time, I'm like...
What I thought Wally, like... The Aldi version of Wanda Sykes.
Aldi?
The knockoff.
Save a Lot?
Save a Lot.
Penny Pinchers, whatever.
Dollar General?
Yeah, Dollar General.
Not name brand. She's knockoff Wanda Sykes.
She's great value. Great
she
value
had
Wanda
some
Sykes.
decent quips.
I'll
fucking give her that.
Maybe it's the haircut and her nose,
That's called racism, Danny.
That's not racist.
Bringing it back in here.
She looks, sounds, and is doing Wanda Sykes. Like, that's what she's doing. She's like, give me your best Wanda Sykes. And she's like, okay, but dial back how perverted it is.
And don't be as, nasally and loud. Nailed it.
Yeah, she's putting off some hardcore Wanda Sykes vibes.
Oh, definitely.
I'm kind of like... At first I was watching, I was like, why didn't they just get Wanda Sykes for this? And second of all, I was like, I don't know if she'd do it.
They only spent $40 million. Why wouldn't she do it? What else is she doing right now?
After watching the whole movie fucking twice, though, for real, this lady... Why is she not fucking top billed?
Because she's black.
That's fucked up.
I'm sorry, dude.
Where is she at on the bill? Oh, no, here she is. That's Nicole Brianna White. She plays Detective Regina Moss. She's fantastic.
She's great. And she's a pretty decent comedic relief.
Oh, man. Yeah, I thought she was great. That's the one piece of trivia that I had. The CSI girl at the crime scene. She's like...
Who's into the
cute girl with the glasses? Yeah,
James
she's
Wan knockoff?
She's like, oh, man. Oh, you guys got to come. Ooh, this is crazy.
I fucking love people dying.
Come look at it. I love science. It's crazy.
Blood everywhere. I love it.
So much blood. I'm wet. That girl, that's James Wan's partner.
Really?
His old lady, I guess.
Good
she
for him.
doesn't look that old. Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah, I thought she was like a fun
I thought she
addition
was
to it.
19.
Well, there's always like a quirky, you know what I mean? Like in TV shows, like a regular
CSI.
A cop CSI. Yeah, I've never
Miami,
seen CSI.
the best of all CSIs. Don't debate me on that.
I'm not going to because I've never seen any of them.
The CSI Miami soundbite right now. Oh
yeah. I'm a cop. What do you think this is? This is fucking Miami.
Fucking Bruce Willis just died. I guess he's fucking gonna have to get hard.
That's the sound of sunglasses going on really fast.
Obviously. Everybody knows that.
So the I like the monster reveal. Like when they're like, here's the monster that we're talking about. Looks like.
But they did it in such like a funny way.
Oh my god.
Because he looks badass and crazy. Yeah. But then it's like.
It also his face is so small. He's comical looking at the same time.
Yes.
And creepy as fuck. Like the idea of him is scarier than he is, but he does look fucking creepy.
Yeah, the idea of it's insane. Like you take over the body and lock that person's mind away to where they think they're doing something else.
Yeah. And this is the thing that I think that I really like about it, about the like early 90s, late 80s monster cinema, is just like the weapon and him. It's like it's cheap symbolism, but it's fun. Like you can take that cheap idea of, what if it was an award that a doctor got that operated on him and cut him off?
Yeah.
It's great. That's cheap. It's It's in several other movies. One that off the top of my head is V for Vendetta, but there's hundreds of them that do the exact same thing because it's cheap. It's cheap. It's easy. Doesn't take a week at the writer's table to figure that shit out. They're
like, fuck yeah, I'd do the same thing. Fuck that bitch for cutting him out. It gets them into it.
Yeah, exactly. The backstory with Gabriel, I like the way it's like just ambiguous enough to still be fun though, because they're like, he's manipulating the radios, and then it's time to cut out the cancer, and then it's just vague enough.
But did part of you, after, it's time to cut out the cancer, and then they do it, and then the weird shit starts happening to Emily, are you just like, it's a fucking malignant tumor? The name of the movie is Malignant.
The weird shit.
You're like, they didn't cut it all out.
The weird shit didn't start happening afterwards. It's like, you saw the scene and they're like, time to cut out the cancer, but then they don't actually show the surgery. They do in the opening credit roll, but you don't know that's what you're looking at. So then she's gone her entire life and has had a very normal life.
Yeah, because she doesn't remember like 1 through 9 or something.
It's when her husband is like, I can't help myself. It's not me. That's not me. Smashes her fucking head on the wall.
Right.
That's what opens up. It's not me. I didn't do that. I wouldn't. It's not me.
Right.
Opens it up in her.
Yeah, it bashes it out.
Yeah, so I like that. I thought that was a clever through line.
On the, I guess...
On the top,
building
make it drop. That's some...
fucking booty drop. But I guess, besides the fact that he was,
he was rubbing his hands together?
No, he was biding his time. He was biding his time and eating all of her unborn children.
To get strong enough.
That was a really cool...
That was a good twist.
Yeah, because she was like, fuck, I tried to have 47 kids, but goddamn.
It was like 2. I was pregnant twice.
It's like, goddamn, this motherfucker keeps knocking me up, beating my head against the wall. Why can't I have his kid?
I'm telling you.
Might as well try again.
It's fucking crazy.
Because my fucking unborn baby in my head is eating all my other babies.
Eating them babies, baby. Yeah.
Tagline: babies eating babies.
Babies eating babies, baby. So I think my favorite part of the whole movie is like when she gets locked up in county.
Oh, that's a great scene.
Look,
I'm telling you, that's up there with.
You ever been in county? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
No, I have never been in handcuffs.
Well, I'll tell you this, county's pretty gross in there.
If you know what I'm saying.
Like when she gets locked up in county.
Yeah.
It is full, and like you can tell it's like the women's quarters. You know what I mean? Like there's no men in there; it's just all ladies.
How do you know?
That is because I suppose I don't.
Fucking, you're assuming all the goddamn genders.
Oh man, if I was a Marvel supervillain, I'd be wokey. Got it. But that is the
big square, the giant square.
That is the most.
Most dirtiest.
Just the dirtiest fucking women I've ever seen in X amount of square feet.
Is that the time when that fucking lady from the 70s was in there? The black chick?
Yeah.
Everybody else looked like 2010.
Everybody else looked like they'd just been rubbing dirt on their faces.
But then you got some fucking supermodel 70s. She just literally looked like...
She looks like she's from
straight out of the 70s.
Yeah.
For no reason. Like, why was she there?
She looks like she was probably the damsel in distress in a Shaft movie. You know what I mean?
The knockoff, the funny Shaft movie with the guy.
Pootie Tang?
No, the guy that was in
Dolomite is my name.
Fucking bitches. No,
fucking bitches is my game.
No, God, Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin.
It was a knockoff. It was a comedy movie knockoff of Shaft.
It had Eddie Griffin in it, yeah.
Eddie Griffith.
Eddie Griffith?
Eddie Griffin is the white guy.
Griffin.
That's the white guy, isn't it? No, Andy Griffith.
That's Andy Griffith.
Yeah, Eddie Griffin.
Swing and a miss.
What is that movie? Undercover Brother.
Oh yeah, Undercover Brother.
That's who she looks
Why
like.
Didn't
She
say
literally
it was about
looks...
that brother that's undercover. I would have known it right on
He's
top of
a
my head.
Shaq knockoff.
Dude,
comedy.
I started with fucking Pootie Tang.
Yeah, because you're racist.
Was that racist? Pootie Tang is also a Shaft knockoff, but only he's an artist. He's like.
And it's funny.
He's like Shaft. He's like Shaft meets Prince.
I was looking up his stuff, Eddie Griffin, and he was in a movie called Woke.
Nice. Thor versus Wokey.
That's pretty good. I like that.
You like that?
I did like that.
All right, good.
I think you actually got me on that one.
On Wokey?
Yeah. Wasn't expecting that.
You guys seen that new series on Disney Plus, Wokey? It's just Loki, and he's like, I kissed a boy once. What about it?
I kissed a boy. Yeah.
All right, so these dirty ass ladies in the jail, they're dirty as fuck. They're all scary as looking, like, because they're gonna beat her up. She's a tiny little lady.
Yeah, and she looks like all nice and rich and clean.
They're like, I pay my fucking mortgage, sucking dick, bitch. I'll kill you.
The one girl who's fucking like shitting in the toilet, looking her fucking mean, mugging her right in the eyes,
just making burning holes in the back of her head with her eyes while she's taking a shit. That's how you assert dominance, I guess.
You have to.
Oh man. Anyway, so during this part, they start kicking the shit out of her, and Gabriel, the brain monster, comes out, like her skull splits apart and his face comes out, and he starts backwards kicking everybody's ass. It's my favorite part of the movie.
Oh yeah, this is great. My favorite part of the movie? Well, I have two favorite parts of the movie.
All right.
The one is the chair scene at the fucking police station.
Which scene?
The chair scene?
The chair scene?
So when Gabriel, is fucking beating all the cops, fucking killing everybody, getting out of there.
Beating everybody's ass.
He grabs a chair and it's like fucking using it in every fucking way. Like somebody goes to punch him, takes the chair, opens it up, slides it around their hand, closes it, like it's just great.
Breaks
like
their arm and throws them. Oh,
yeah,
dude,
but it's all
yeah.
like. And then also the part of that makes it even more hilarious. Somebody put like WWE commentary over the top of her beating people with the chair, so you gotta watch that.
Rope,
yeah,
oh
it's like,
God.
And here comes the chair, and he fucking slam. But besides that, my actual favorite part of the movie is whenever so before we know that Emily doesn't know who Gabriel is, because at the beginning they think it's an imaginary friend, right?
Yeah.
It always is an imaginary friend.
Really, he's a parasitic
because she was
tumor.
adopted.
I know a couple of those, am I right?
Hey-o, called kids.
No, my kid's not a parasitic tumor. Get out of here
But
with
she
this
was,
shit.
so she was adopted. She doesn't remember the first 10 years of her life or whatever. So the parents thought she was a fucking psycho. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, if she did the shit that she did and I adopted that kid, I'd be taking it back. It's like, oh, she's fine.
What's
it's
a
just,
return policy like?
Yeah, it's like, oh no, she's just got an imaginary friend. But my favorite scene was whenever she has her birthday party. She's talking to her Gabriel, imaginary friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody goes to sleep after the party, and she goes to cut her birthday cake. Then he does that mind warp thing where she thinks she's cutting a birthday cake, but she's actually about to cut
her pregnant mom's
belly out, and she's standing over her mom's belly with a knife in the middle of the night.
I bet Gabriel was trying to see if he could get her to eat the infant.
Oh, definitely.
So he could use the stem cells or
babies
whatever.
Eating babies.
Babies eating babies, baby!
Hey, that's what it's all about.
That's this movie. It's a good old baby eating time. I love the way, like, Gabriel's like, he comes out, all right? He's got this master plan he's going to put into effect. No, he comes out of her skull. He's tangible all of a sudden. He kills 3 people, kidnaps one, and then in the span of 8 minutes, he kills 36 more people.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever it is. He's like, he murders 3 very distinct people, kidnaps a very specific lady, and then just kills
then it's just like, he's got all these plans. He's been in her head for fucking 30 years or whatever.
Fucking murder.
And she's like,
Murder City.
Flip backwards, start fucking people up.
The bit where, so they're like towards the end, and Gabriel's talking to his like birth mother or whatever, and he's like, and you got like kind of close-ups on him. Dude, it looks great.
It does.
Like, he just
looks
great. He looks like you could reach out and touch him. And then, like, wash your hands.
Yeah, I was impressed with the CGI in the movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Ooh, that was a bad voice crack. But
I'm leaving that.
No,
in.
that's why I can get turned.
That's staying in.
But you can't really say that for a lot of the movies. CGI, I feel like there was a turn. It was like so bad in like 2000 whatever.
This looks
then it got great, and now it's like every movie is too CGI. It looks awful.
It looks every bit as good as a Marvel movie, like Thanos. Or I'm talking about the actual look of the character, monster Gabriel. He looks fucking amazing. They spent some
time. I mean, for 40 mil.
It looks every bit as good as like Thanos or anything.
Got that fucking Aquaman money, baby.
Ooh, some of that Conjuring dough. I think those movies made a lot of money.
I think the first one wasn't even that big budgeted, but they made a fuck ton.
Right. So there's a bit where Gabriel like throws a hospital bed on the main character girl's sister. How much do you think that hospital bed weighs?
A hospital bed, like the gurney and all the underneath,
the whole shebang.
Not that much because they have to transport them a lot.
You reckon you could lift one?
Yeah.
The whole thing though. I'm talking about like the motorized one that has the buttons you can go up and down.
Yeah, but I'm just extremely gifted.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's weird.
You're musculature.
Very muscular. It's beyond insane.
You're so swole.
I got
very
woke
swole.
and then I got swole.
What?
It's crazy.
Oh my god!
But no,
it's Wokey looking for the swole stone. Yes, yes, the swole stone. Get the fuck out of here. Oh man,
King Arthur and the swole stone.
So I actually looked it up because I was curious the way he like casually just launches that hospital bed.
Are you doing poundage?
No, please.
Kilograms, grams, ounces.
Pounds.
What are we doing here?
We're gonna do pounds.
Imperial pounds. Let's go with 207.
Oh, you're coming in light. They have a range of weight, but between 220, typically between 220 and 320.
Oh,
but they do weigh up to
depending
500.
on if it's American in the bed or not. Hey-o.
Hey, got him. It does say up to 500, which is fucking crazy for a hospital bed. But can you imagine just like casually throwing a 200?
Yeah, fucking 2 fingers flies across the room.
Flip it all the way across the room. It's crazy. So I don't want to spoil the very ending because this is still a new movie. Like even if you sat and listened to us talk about this whole thing,
Danny. You love spoiling shit.
I do, yeah. Yeah, you want to know how this ends? Humanity, I mean, I'm just kidding.
I thought you were talking about this podcast.
It's just an educated guess. No, it ends with a horny joke, like aha, dicks, and then because the outros,
and then cuts to black.
Soprano and then fade to black, and then there's outtakes. Which will probably be you.
I just spoiled Sopranos for anybody in your fucking listening thing.
And the Sopranos guys die? Bob Soprano dies, you guys.
You don't know Tony Soprano?
I've never seen The Sopranos.
Come on.
I know who
you of all
he is.
people.
James Gandolfini. I know who he is.
Yeah, he's dead. You killed him too. Good job.
Killed him with my backwards brain monster.
But going back to this movie in general, it doesn't stick to one genre.
No,
it's fucking
it's
kung
all over the
fu,
place.
It's mystery, it's horror. There's I mean even like B horror, whatever you want to call it, the campy, like hilarious stuff in it. It's excellent. I really enjoy it.
Well, yeah, I mean we all agree.
We all agree on every basis.
So this type of film was traditionally called a Giallo film. Giallo.
Oh, Gia.
It's Italian Giallo.
Oh,
Giallo?
Gia?
Italian Giallo.
Oh yeah, Gia.
Italian Giallo. Probably Giallo.
My goal is just to contradict you on
doesn't matter.
James Wan. And it's a Gia.
James Wan and yeah. So anyway, Giallo is the Italian term designated mystery fiction thrillers. So these were real popular like way back in the fucking day. And I would say that pretty fits that pretty well.
You got to throw that kung fu in there, man.
There is
that's like a genre on its own, and if people don't know it, because I like a surprise kung fu movie.
Some
people were bashing it. People were bashing it. They were like, it's fucking too... I mean, I think that's where the bad ratings came in.
Well, here's the thing is, it's hard to make a really serious, gripping drama and then add kung fu.
Unless you're fucking Jackie Chan. Hey-yo.
Hey-yo.
No, but...
Pay your taxes also, Jackie Chan.
No, he's all for the fucking communists now, baby. He's CCP or die.
He pays his taxes now?
No.
Is that after he got audited?
He doesn't pay anything. They just
pay his taxes.
Fucking Chinese government
just fucking pay your taxes. Look, they're gonna get
we're gonna talk Pandora Papers now, baby.
No, we're
getting
not.
on those.
We're back on track. Yeah, but that's what they were called. Is a mystery fiction thriller.
I'd be cool with that.
With kung fu.
Kung fu. Horror. I mean, there's definitely some aspects of horror. Mystery thriller. It definitely is.
I think the horror is just like
especially
uncomfortable body horror that it's a backwards brain
it's
monster.
more, and there's some jump scares for sure.
There's a couple of jump scares. There was one in particular that I was like, well, that's cheap. But
the one on the couch?
I don't
you
recall
already
which one it was. No,
the one on the couch, that was pretty cheap.
Oh, I was like, that's not really a jump scare, though. It's just like...
But I'm basing this off of Lee Ellen getting jump scared, and that it's got
an extra creep factor when you know that the thing is like sitting down as a normal woman would facing a TV. I did watch it twice. So on the second watch, I was like,
especially because it was the very beginning, you didn't know what was going on.
Didn't know it was just sitting there fucking staring at him.
The guy got kicked out of his fucking room with his wife because he beat the shit out of her because he beat shit. Then he goes to sleep.
He is a piece of shit.
I'm glad that fucking dude died.
Yeah.
Like, not even the fact that he beat her. He was just a piece of shit anyway.
Die.
She got home from work. She's pregnant, got home from work, and then he's just sitting on his fucking phone and then like, why'd you fucking turn my TV off, you stupid bitch? She's like, you've been working all day.
I was watching
that. He was a piece of shit even before he beat her.
Yeah, that's true. He was a piece of shit. And that's true.
But there's definitely some alright jump scares in there. It was okay.
Yeah. I'd say I really, one of the performances I was most impressed with, I really liked George Young as Detective Shaw, like the cop guy.
Oh yeah, he was the best.
I thought he was
by far the best part of the movie.
Well, because there's I don't know, man. I kind of like old girl as a scream queen. I thought she did pretty great.
The main girl?
Yeah,
she was okay. I think they kept going back and forth with her on be campy and don't be campy, so it kind of fucked up her performance. But the cop playing straight the whole time, excellent.
Yeah, he was great.
I really liked it.
He reminded me of, kind of reminded me of the guy that plays the Deep off The Boys.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it kind of had that vibe going for him. It was a fun movie, man. I liked it a lot.
I highly recommend it.
I had a ton of fun watching it. I was just as entertained, if not more so, watching it for the second time. And I meant to watch it again,
but I ran out of time.
It's not like it's been on long.
Exactly, yeah. I meant to watch it again before it came up, but
as we're recording this, it's been out for what, 3 weeks?
Almost 4. Pretty much 4. Call it 4, yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and give it. If you had thumbs that were made out of brains that had teeth and their own agenda, how many brain thumbs would you give this for a good movie?
Out of how many?
With our weird fucking rating system.
Out of
10
2 thumbs?
Every time. Why were you asking me? 10.
10 thumbs?
Yeah. So 2 thumbs times
I'd give
5.
it 7.2 thumbs.
7.2 thumbs? I was going to give it 8.25. So we're not far off the mark.
I'd go higher, but the fact that it was kind of a remake without saying that it's a remake.
That's true.
Kind of blended me. And then also, there's just a couple other points I didn't.
It's a movie that's not a remake, though.
But this was like an original piece by James Wan, and you love it.
Your dedication to it is just amazing.
And
because you know it's Wan, right? You're like you're fucking with me.
The world may never know. It's just that kind of irks me. It's just like anytime I hear a song, and it's like, I can listen to this new song by this guy. It's like, oh, it's got part of this song in it, part of that song. It sounds a lot like Led Zeppelin or whatever, just random shit. So that was kind of in this movie too, which kind of took a little bit away from it. And I did see a lot of it coming besides the very end twist that we didn't talk about. The movie is called fucking Malignant. So there's a tumor,
right,
and it's doing weird shit. And so once the girl is fucking having weird shit going on, you're like, oh, well, clearly the fucking guy. I thought maybe
they just like threw it in the dumpster and it fucking ate rats in the sewer until it gained strength and sentience.
I pretty much saw it all coming, but that's just me.
That's just you. Just you.
Besides the end,
not me.
The ending was pretty good.
I'm watching a movie with a wide eyes of a.
Oh, the movie Wide Eyes,
sparkly eyed child.
Eyes Wide Shut. We doing that one next?
No, God, next. No, now we're gonna
little Tommy Crew.
Now we're gonna watch The Brain, which is a movie from 1988. You guessed it. What the common tie is? It's about a brain monster. We don't know if it's backwards, though. Could be a backwards brain monster. Could be regular forward-facing.
Forward normal monster.
Forward normal brain monster. Yo, we're going to go watch it, have a couple of beers. We'll come back. We'll be super sloppy and scream at you for about 45 minutes, and then we'll fuck off. Have a good night. Here's a fake thing I made. Nosferatu Gardens. Listen, your folks are getting old. Time's not necessarily on their side. That doesn't mean that their golden days aren't in front of them. Here at Nosferatu Gardens, you can set your worries aside. Let's hear a testimonial.
I'm a person, and I sent my old fucker to Nosferatu Gardens. And they're in the best care that I could ever possibly be, that they need to be in. They've got activities like bloodsucking. Bloodletting. Everyone loves pool time.
And there's a rave place in the basement. Help. Please. They're taking my blood.
At Nosferatu Gardens, you can be sure that your loved one will be taken care of. Use your experiences, maybe.
Nosferatu Gardens. We're with you till the end.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Special thanks to Brad Sexton for our jams. Please check out his latest project at suns.bandcamp.com. That is sunds.bandcamp.com. Thanks to Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Please check out more of their stuff on Instagram at lamplighter_productions_IL. First time listener, we're anywhere podcasts are found. But if you don't subscribe to any of those services, listen to the show for free on our website. It's just the number 2, movies.buzzsprout.com. That's itsjusttwomovies.buzzsprout.com. Want to get in touch with the show? Email us at itsjusttwomovies@gmail.com or find us on Twitter or Instagram at itsjusttwomovies. Want to support the show? Great. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe on whatever platform tickles your fancy. And one last thank you to our editor, head writer, producer, and host. Those are all me. So anyway, back to the show. We're back, bitch. Yeah, we watched The Brain. It's from 1988. It's a sci-fi horror film.
Did we watch the same movie?
We're back. I watched The Brain.
Wait, we watched the same movie?
Sci-fi horror film, hour 34 runtime, release date November 4th, 1988.
88 is a good year.
88. Directed by Edward Hunt. Story by Barry Pearson. Production company Bright Star Films. You wish. Stars George Booza, Cynthia Preston, Tom Bresnahan. All right, whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares who's in this. There's a bunch of random people who are in this, but George Booza is the only person you really give a shit about.
Georgie face. You know,
yeah,
face.
With the goatee.
Yeah, with the face. Georgie face. Yeah. Georgie eyebrows. Yeah, I like that guy.
You brought to our attention that he's actually George Booza's in a lot of stuff.
200 things. It's insane.
He really is.
Good for him. I say good for him.
I would list some of them, but you've probably never seen most of them.
You don't know anything this guy's ever been in, but I fucking know that guy.
Have you ever seen A Little Bit Zombie from 2012?
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad movie.
No, I've never seen it. Quest for Fire, 1981. Knockaround Guys, 2001. I feel like maybe I've seen that.
Yeah, you've definitely seen that.
Yeah, you've just seen him as that guy in something at some point.
Who's that guy?
It's him, George Booza.
Georgie boy. Fucking that guy.
Georgie Booza, the man.
Georgie boy.
This movie has got, it's rated on several things. 78% of Google users liked it.
What did they like it for?
I don't know. It's got almost 5 stars on fucking Prime before I watched it. I was like, wow. That's
Jeff fucking Bezos buys all that shit.
Well, it's got a 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
How do you have 5.2?
It's got a 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking run that. I don't run IMDb. I don't
Call him
know.
up. Call him up.
So, William, what would you say The Brain is about as someone who watched approximately 8 minutes of it and then checked out?
I would say it's a brain from outer space.
Inexplicably.
Of course. I mean, there's no explaining any of that.
Nope.
And then, pretty much, there's a kid from high school, probably.
Yeah.
And they gotta save the world.
From The Brain.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good night, folks.
There's no reason for it. There's no reason why. And that's it. Just fucking save it, bitch.
That's not far off the mark, actually.
Is that's not it?
No, that's pretty close.
Tom Cruise doesn't save the whole fucking world?
The big difference is there's a scientist guy that's working with the brain,
yeah,
but he's
I remember
actually
that guy.
He's been fully taken over by the brain.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
So the brain is like a detached arm, or that scientist guy is like a detached arm of the brain. It's like operating via
so he's
the brain.
picking out who he wants, right?
Exactly, yeah. So it's like farming people so it can get bigger and eat nurses that have their
but
titties out. But
what is the goal?
To just, be a big old fat brain.
But what is the... I mean, guess who fucking saves the day?
The guy does.
I'm asking you questions. I haven't watched this movie.
The main guy. Old big blue eyes. What's his name?
Oh, fucking McConaughey light. Tom Cruise light.
Tom Bresnahan. Tom Bresnahan.
Slightly not as cute Cruise.
Okay, so Tom Bresnahan, who was the main character, is third
almost
build.
Tom Cruise.
Is third build in the casting thing that I'm looking at, and Christine Cossack, who plays Vivian, who has her tits out on two occasions.
Dane's fucking been talking about tits out all night.
Fourth build.
long.
So she's billed right after the main character.
Yeah, that fucking tits out girl. Dane's like, damn, this might be a movie I'd be able to see.
That's right. Never seen
perfect,
tits in a movie.
Not fucking circular tits.
It's pretty crazy. I wouldn't watch this with anyone you're related to or anyone under the age of 36.
Everybody.
It's very, very racy. It's not.
It's a terrible
This is
movie.
very tame. It's got some.
It's such a terrible movie.
It's got some titties in it. I really like the brain.
I really like the brain.
Well,
but I also really like the titty.
Well, I'm gonna show you a still image from the movie that I'm pretty sure
you
missed.
showing me the boobies?
You see that? You remember that bit in the film?
Oh yeah.
Where the brain's just eating
on
a
her
woman.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she gets ate up.
Oh my god.
Danny, I can't do the what did you mark it, but you fucking like this movie.
What?
This is a terrible movie.
What are you talking about?
You liked it.
Yeah, I did like it. I love goopy rubber monsters. I just love it.
No, I liked the monster part of the movie. You like the brain. But that was like 5 minutes of the movie.
Well, says the guy who watched it for 8 minutes.
And that tells you even more
they
because
they pepper in another 10, 15 minutes of it before it's over.
But not enough to watch it, man.
Well, okay. It does suffer from being a film from 1988.
They were like walking around for fucking 20 minutes.
Well, yeah. How do you normally get from A to B?
Sci-fi?
You levitate?
I usually just
you do a dramatic cut from scene to scene.
So you're telling me?
I'm telling you,
if you watch a movie, you want to watch the guy do the whole. So you for Star Wars, you want to watch the whole fucking guy. You want to watch Luke Skywalker.
What?
You said you want to watch.
There is not much more meandering and walking around and chewing scenery in this than there is in, say, Gremlins.
Yes, there is.
No, it's not that much more.
A lot more.
You didn't.
But I haven't watched Gremlins in fucking 20 years.
Okay.
And I actually probably don't think Gremlins is a good movie either.
So what'd you think?
Because all movies from the 80s are usually trash.
Tell me all about how you feel about this until you run out of steam.
It is a terrible movie, like most movies are from the 80s, because stuff just is better now. Like, I'm sorry, but it really is. Stuff is just better now.
Don't be sorry. Tell us how you really feel.
Stuff is better now.
And give me some examples.
I don't need to give you an example.
Well, no, you don't need to, but I'm literally asking you. Would you please? Give me an example.
I don't know. I've had too many beers.
Would you please support your rant?
No.
Okay. Okay. It's fair. Well, I had fun with this.
Hold on. I could, but I can't think of anything.
Okay. Well, when you think of something, just chime in and start screaming over me. We'll...
normal?
So I did have fun with. I think the brain monster looks great. I think we're on the same page on that.
Yes, of course.
The brain monster looks amazing. It's just a creepy.
That's definitely the favorite part, and not even that it looked great, but it looked so
brainy.
Yeah, it looked great for its time. That sounds stupid even saying, but I don't know. People just don't take time into like.
That's true.
Because CGI, which CGI is great, it looks amazing, but like
it's not always better. It's not always better than a practical effect.
It was better in this sense, but somebody put time into thinking about how it should look, and I like that because it looked fine. It looked terrible, but it looked fine.
There's a running gag on this show that every time
is there
with yeah, there is the trash can that's right over there.
Wait,
but
where?
I can never like look at it. It's right there.
Being a son of a bitch because you're on the radio. You can't say there.
I can use theater of the mind.
No, you can't because it's radio.
It's I don't know 6.5 feet.
You can't do that. It's radio.
It's 6.5 feet away from me.
You don't do that. That's a no.
Saying a thing is a certain distance.
Yeah.
Being excellent at describing things.
No.
You need a beer or what?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Good.
I always need one.
I'll give you a beer. Son of a bitch. So, brain looks good. Good goopy brain monster.
It did look nice. I did like it.
It's inhabiting other people's brains.
Yeah.
And it's making them see weird, like, dick-shaped things all over the place. They're stabbing stuff with scissors. We're talking about the movie Brain. That was 2 hours later. It's a sound clip from when we were talking about the movie, and then we got way off topic.
I did like the fucking...
You like the brain, though, right?
I loved it, man.
So it starts out. And
I actually like the movie.
It's just It's just a goopy brain attached to a spinal cord that seems to be like covered in bone.
Yes.
And then it slowly, like, there's a bit where like the lady's got her tits out, and then it eats her.
Yeah.
Eat that. That's you, right there. That shooter.
Eat that?
No, that eyeball. Eat that eyeball.
That's not real.
Yeah. No, that's good. You just don't swallow the lens. Yeah, so watch out for that spider. It's super spooky in here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more to say about the brain. There's a guy, and he's like, "Oh, be a free, independent thinker." Ooh, but it just turns out he's a puppet of the brain. He gets decapitated, and his head's like all slime and shit.
So, Dan, I'm sorry.
The bit, hold on, right up top where there's the bit, and the girl, and she's like hallucinating the brain come out and choking her mom.
So going back to the tits,
she's stabbing the brain, and then it just like it's like. And just like mustard and curry sauce comes out.
Yes,
I loved it.
I do remember that part.
I loved it.
It's
I thought that was great.
What will you tell me? What is the entire idea of this movie?
The entire idea of this movie is an organism comes from outer space to enslave mankind.
Don't know that.
No, you do. They tell you that in the movie. If you'd watched it,
no, they never told me.
You'd probably agree with that, but. This organism comes from outer space to pretty much enslave mankind, but that mankind's like, oh, we're using it to our benefit, but they're not. So, it's slowly taking over all the people in this town, and then they're like, we gotta kill it before it gets too big, and they do.
See, I think all of this is Danny reaching on saying, I wish that's exactly what they wanted us to think.
He thinks there's a brain in the first 5 minutes, and then everybody walks around for an hour and a half.
There's one brain, the fucking first 2 minutes, he fucking kills that bitch. Like, yeah, and that's it. I don't know, man. This is not a very good movie. It's terrible. It's trash.
He does not kill that bitch. All right, well,
she's dead as hell.
Okay, all right. She's dead as hell. Let's say, hypothetically, she's dead as hell. They killed the brain in the first 10 minutes of the movie. The
brain's not dead. The chick's dead.
No. The rest of the movie is just people walking around, as you so eloquently put it.
I mean, that's your favorite part of the fucking movie. Hey, that guy walked down a hallway. Hey, got a bada boom. This other guy walked down and got the fucking another hallway.
You know that
bada
about me.
Boom.
You know that about me. I love
my favorite thing.
I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
My name is Danny King, and I love fucking people walking down hallways.
Fucking walking around. God damn, I love it.
God damn. Fucking you can walk down a beautiful hallway. Look at that fucking hallway.
Will Bowen, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for open mic night at the Chuckle Hut.
Hey, guess what? You got a fucking hallway? I'll walk right down it, motherfucker.
Chicken butt.
I love those goddamn beautiful open hallways. Walk right down that hallway, turn around.
What's this
come
bit
right
you're
back.
doing right now?
I don't know, man.
You're just filibustering?
You got the best hallways I've ever seen, Danny. Goddamn.
You're not wrong. I put a lot of thought.
I just jumped on this one, glommed onto one thing that there's nothing. Got a hallway. Guess what? Everybody's got hallways, motherfucker.
You know what? You know what you did love though. You loved the brain monster and how goopy.
I did.
How
love
goopy it
that.
is. It eats the lady. There's a bit Will missed, but I'm telling you, if you're listening to this, there's a bit where the brain eats this lady by.
I did not miss that.
By separating the lobes via the corpus callosum or whatever it's called, and it fucking eats
Corpus
this lady.
crispy.
And then the two lobes of the brain, the left lobe the left lobe and right lobe, are like smacking their lips. They're like it's fucking great. It's one of the best things I've ever seen captured on film. Whoever did the audio for this, I fucking love you. That's 100% my jam. If we're talking schlock cinema, for me, this is top shelf, goopy, brain monster, weird fucking idea. And it definitely works with our previous movie on multiple different levels, of which I probably didn't catch.
I mean, it is almost a spitting image of Malignant.
You haven't, what?
No, fuck this movie. I hated this movie. It's terrible.
All right, that's good. I'm glad you hated it. Because I fucking hate you. I'm glad I made you watch it, you piece of shit.
No.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like, 80s stuff is okay. I love 80s stuff, actually. I like a lot of the stuff.
I don't know if I believe you.
Yeah, because you're a piece of shit. But
just talking mad shit like we hate each other. Fuck you. You fucking motherfucking piece of shit.
I know you hate. I know. And this and fuck you. Yeah, no. But actually, it's just not good.
Yeah,
80s shit is just not good.
It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Nah.
It was a lot of fun.
Nah.
Yeah, the story was cognitive.
Danny. Nah.
Will didn't watch the movie.
Is that how you do it? How do you do the
What are you talking?
Hey, guess what? Like the
how do I do the what?
I didn't watch this, but it actually did. Like the synopsis. You swing it.
I always
say, hey,
I always
what?
actually watch it.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Like, oh, I didn't actually watch this movie. But really I did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's fucking it. I had a lot of fun with it.
I thought you were trying to fucking it's
No. I love a big goopy monster. This delivered.
I love it too, but it's not fucking happening, dude.
One thing about the monster design that bothered me is because it's a brain and it's got teeth. It's common in this era of film to use like air bladders that are controlled by pneumatics to make things like pulsate and shit, you know? That's just a common movie effect. But in this, they put the air bladders like on the teeth. So there are lots of moments where the teeth actually the teeth
pulsate?
Like inflate, like nothing that I'm aware of that lives like has gums that actually inflate. If you know a thing that does that, please write me and tell me all about it or send me a link to It's Just Two Movies at gmail.com. It's Just Two Movies on Instagram or Twitter. or you can just hashtag anything 2moviespod, or it's just 2movies podcast, or you go fuck yourself. Hashtag
or
go
you
fuck
can
yourself.
definitely go fuck yourself.
His words, not mine. I like you. I like you. Sorry, this is a garbage episode.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
We drank quite a bit before we even got started, and are continuing to do so.
No, never.
You
just need to keep
All
going.
right.
What episode? No, we didn't watch a movie right now, and just fucking keep going, baby.
I might actually not post an ad on this episode and just cut all the outtakes and paste them into one.
What the fuck? That sounds like
one sound block.
Say I'm terrible?
No.
I see how it is.
No, I'm not saying
I see how it is.
No, I'm saying you're outstanding. That your outtakes are worth a whole commercial is what I'm saying.
Seeing you're so bad.
From our paid sponsors that are
You're
me. That's why our ads aren't funny, is because I fund this show.
You're so fucking terrible.
So give it a thumb rating. If your thumbs were also still brains that had spinal cords that had chunks that looked like dicks.
I would have to say Daniel's son. I'd have to give it about a 2.
You give it a 2?
Yeah.
It's a bad movie?
Yeah. I didn't like it.
Well, I'm going to give The Brain a 7.5.
I loved
The Brain.
I loved the fucking brain itself. It was not in the movie enough for me.
While I also love The Brain itself,
I loved
but
it, dude. That was a fucking...
Thought it was in the movie a
jam.
very appropriate amount of time. I thought it was fun. Some of the pacing is a little weird.
It's terrible.
Like, all right, first 15, 20 minutes in, great. At 20 minutes to like 1 hour, kind of weird and slow. And then like hour to hour 15, really great and fast. Last 15 minutes, kind of slow and weird. The pacing kind of odd. But I enjoyed the movie as a whole. It's all right. Is it bad? Absolutely. Does it have a weird, goopy, creepy monster? Yeah, you betcha. Does it fucking deliver on a cognitive story that actually follows a plot line? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, go pee.
I'm sorry, Danny.
Go pee. You don't have to be sneaky about it. You can just say I have to pee.
I was trying to wait.
All right, so we thumbed it. We did the thumbs. We watched it.
I got plenty of
watched
thumbs.
it at least.
Wait, you've been fucking all over it. You love that movie.
I'm thumbing it, dude.
You're
I was all over
piece
it.
Of shit.
I thought it was great.
It was terrible.
Well, you didn't watch any of it.
Like
so
two thumbs down.
2 thumbs down?
I give it. We already thumbed it.
Yeah, I know.
So 1 thumb.
No.
0 thumbs.
You already gave it.
1.5 thumbs.
Did it. You're not.
How many thumbs do you want, motherfucker?
Fucking doing right now?
How many goddamn thumbs do you want, you son of a bitch?
Fuck it.
I thought we already thumbed it.
I was just saying that we did.
You said thumbs, so I went on a tirade.
Here's the deal. We're done talking about that movie. William. We're finished. You done with it? We're not doing it anymore.
I did like it.
Not doing it anymore.
I liked it. It was okay.
You fucking what? Let's do the next segment.
Hey, what you watching?
What you been watching, William? Yeah, have you been like getting into reading anything new, watching anything new?
Not really. The only thing for TV wise was Umbrella Academy.
You watched the Umbrella Academy?
Watched the first season.
Nice. Had you seen it previously and were rewatching it, or just an initial?
No, that was it. Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
I felt like it was okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems like after watching other platforms, Netflix just seems like shit.
Some of it is kind of shit.
Yeah.
But as far as the Umbrella Academy goes, as somebody who's up to date on it, the first season of it, I don't know, like towards the last like 3 episodes really lost my interest, but I just kind of kept watching.
See, that's
but
what
season 2, I'm like, hold on. Season 2 is fucking amazing television. Like season 2 is why people write serialized stories.
I guess. But is it bad for something to have to be written like that? Does someone need to tell you that? Like, to capture you? Your mind. No, to tell you, like, hey, guess what? Season 1 was great, which it was. And then they're like, Season 2, you gotta fucking drop the hammer and say, it's the fucking best season of anybody's ever life, you know?
No, like, seriously, Season 2 of it is fantastic. Yeah. It's fantastic storytelling. It's great character building, but you can't go into it and have any appreciation for it if you didn't watch Season 1.
Of course.
And honestly, I don't think if they do a Season 3, it'll wind up being as good as Season 2.
I thought you were saying Season 2.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I was talking to you about Season 2. What the fuck?
Yeah, what are you talking? I was talking to you about Season 2. What are you... Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good, man.
Actually, I'm trying to tell Ellen to watch Squid Games first.
You gotta lean in a little bit.
I'm trying to say fucking Squid Games. You
getting ready to watch it?
Squid Games. Yeah, I'm trying to have her watch Squid Games first.
It's fun, man. I think if I had the option, if somebody would have told me,
if someone would tell me watched Squid Games, I'd be like fucking Squid Games all day.
More like Octopus Playtimes.
Talking about Squid Games. It's so fucking good. The song. No, I've never even seen the game, never heard the movie, never seen the show. Squid Games.
The game sounds fun. I actually would kind of like to play the game.
The song. I'm talking about Squid Games.
The Squid Games song?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
All right, so we did the other thing. You're watching this. You're getting ready to watch Squid Games. Anything else? Any like jams you want to refer?
Jams?
Yeah, like some tasty
licks.
Some tasty licks.
Mm-hmm. I do, but I gotta pull them up.
All right, yeah, pull them up. Pull them on up. Pull them on
All eyes
up.
on me.
All eyes on me. Pull them up.
Front and bottoms. That's my jams. That's my licks.
The front bottoms?
Front bottoms.
The front bottoms. What do they do?
Play music.
Fucking make movies like The Brain. Bunch of bitches. Piece of shit. I've listened to the front bottoms, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, it's a bunch of bullshit.
They play, I think like next week or something.
So the week this comes out on a Monday in 2 weeks.
That's too much math, man. They come on the
okay, so not this Monday?
The 16th.
Okay, yeah, so right after this episode comes out, they're playing on the 16th.
Hey.
And where?
They're not a bad band. Huh?
Where?
Where what? The pageant?
They're playing
at the pageant. The front bottoms. Yeah, it's not a bad
shit. The front bottoms at the pageant.
I'd like to listen to them, but I'm too much of a bitch.
Front bottoms. You could pay me $1 to advertise whatever your shit is. I will advertise anything for $1. Send them up, man.
I bet they hook you up.
Yeah. I'll advertise you for $1. You got $1?
No. You know I'm fresh out.
Give it to me.
You know I wink at
you.
it.
Give me that $1.
Get your fucking hands off. Get on me. Oh, damn, Danny. Damn. Get your fucking hands off.
We're gonna do it. We're like, when we're done with this podcast, where I'm putting it on straight
That's
away.
my fucking jams, baby.
I'm jamming too, baby.
Get your fucking hands off. But then I gotta play the front bottoms, so you know that you like the front. You like them, Danny.
I hate the front bottoms. I think the front bottoms are fucking awful. I listen to 7 seconds of the front bottoms. Is the worst shit I've ever heard.
The back fronts.
The back fronts. Front bottoms.
He fucking got him. Got him.
I'm over it. I'm over the front bottoms, the back fronts.
Got him.
The fucking multi-directionals. I'm done with it.
You have any actual good bands, Danny?
Listen, here's all I fucking want to know. Because
you don't got good bands. You do the podcast. I love your podcast, but you do not have good bands.
You hate this podcast. Shut the fuck up.
You don't have fucking good bands, baby.
Good bands? What bands do you want me to have on here?
I want you to have good shit.
I got shit for dick.
Get your fucking hands up.
Here's what I want to know.
Get on.
Hey.
Huh?
What's your favorite horror movie monster? This is part of our segment. It's like
my favorite
from the internet.
My favorite, like
give me a Wilbo and put your fucking hands up.
But if for going, I'm going for looks. Looks.
Give me put your fucking hands up. Give it to me.
Like for looks.
Give me put your.
Can I say for looks?
Put your fucking fans up. Say that. Sing it. Do it. Do the thing.
Can I go for looks?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I'm not in charge of you. Say whatever you want. But also say the thing I specifically want you to say.
What'd you say? Put your fucking hands up.
Yeah, but say fans.
Put your fucking fans up.
Now do the one where he goes an octave up.
Put your fucking...
No, what are you doing? Put your fucking hands up.
Put your fucking fans up. Put your fucking fans up.
Yes.
That's golden.
Oh, yeah, that's cash money right there. I can work with that. All right, tell me the thing you were getting ready to say.
The hell are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. I say way worse shit to myself.
Don't worry about it. I was just drinking this beer. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, yeah. Do you have any recommendations for anybody else? Like, hey, check this out, check that out. I've been checking into this, and this was great.
I do, but
I do a lot of this. I eat this. I found this new food that I really liked.
Man, it's weird. Because I do, but I don't can't think of it right on the spot.
Oh, no, it was favorite horror movie monster. What's your favorite horror movie? All right, knock it off. What's your favorite fucking horror movie monster?
My favorite, I mean, my favorite is Freddy Krueger. I mean, that's pretty silly or whatever you want to call it.
Freddy Krueger looks great.
My favorite, I had to break it down for new age, I don't even know what you want to call it. Just for aesthetics, it looks fucking cool. It is A Quiet Place. Have you seen? Have you seen?
A Quiet Place looks great. Yeah,
that guy, that fucking fight. It looks so good.
5 Guys, burgers and fries.
5 Guys, fucking jerking off all over the place. Looks great.
Jesus Christ, this is a family show. Well, for my part, I've been playing a lot of Diablo 2, the remastered version of Diablo 2.
Baby.
I'm to Act 5. I haven't played any further. I got to Act 5 and I was like, let me find where everybody's at, and I'm out.
Nice.
It's just as fun as it originally was. The thing about Diablo 2 that's so great is that the part about it that's so much fun is that it's broken. It's a broken game.
That's what I was trying to tell him.
There's a point.
Try and tell him.
There's a point in the game where it doesn't matter what character you are, you're just going to have a hard time.
You're not even gonna have a hard time. You're just gonna fucking murder everything. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
You're just gonna fucking kill everything.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but there's a bit in the game, doesn't matter what class you play, where you're like, fuck. I have to go level up 6 times before I can come back to this.
No, that never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely happened.
None of that never happened in Diablo.
None of that never happened, I agree.
Because all you have to do is, oh, do you want to do it? No. Diablo is the worst game.
Are you talking about? You're playing you're doing a bit where you're the guy that disagrees with everything I say.
No, I'm telling you that none of it never happened.
Directed by James Wan. Everybody.
You like that bit yet?
Okay.
You like that bit yet?
All right. Listen. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck
None
you.
of that never happened, and it never mattered.
All right. Hold on. We're gonna do a shot.
Shot. Every Daniel.
That's like 3 people.
Nah, I think I'm gonna pass on that.
No, you got it, dog.
Oh shit.
It's all you. Hey, again, in the event that you're distracted while William is distracted, in the event that you're still listening while William is distracted, and you want to promote this podcast, leave us a like, comment, or subscribe. Especially, you can leave us a like in app. You can just open it up right there on your fucking iPhone. You can just give it a tap and go, "This is the best goddamn podcast I've ever heard in my life." And it's okay. You can lie about that. Yeah. What did it say? James Wan?
No, Wan.
I said James Wan. I fucking heard it. It said James Wan.
It's really weird.
Because his name is actually James Wan, I'm done with this. We're done doing this podcast.
That's a good bit. Right, you don't like that bit.
Let's make out. I'm getting out of here. Good night, folks.
You guys aren't going to start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that phone talk for a one-eyed Batman.
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin, businesses are booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I'm not in charge of you. Say whatever you want. But also, say the thing I specifically want you to say.
What'd you say? Put your fucking hands up.
Yeah, but say fans.
Put your fucking fans up.
No, do the one where he goes an octave up.
Put your fucking...
No, what are you doing? Put your fucking...
Hips, girl, make me hypnotize. How you like your eggs? Find a fertilize, find a fertilize, find a